What's up, everybody? My name's Danny Ferrari.
My name is Parker Ament.
We are Excellent Sound, and we're back with a nice remake today.
Dude, we are back with the huge one.
Dude, this is one of my favorite songs on the whole entire album, I would say.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
It's
please.
my favorite song, too.
It is?
It is. Hands down.
Pound it on that. That's right. We're doing good space, okay? We're talking about bass layering today. God damn it, Skrillex is so good. This will probably be the last Skrillex video for a while.
No more Skrillex.
It's not allowed anymore.
No, it's over.
That was a lie.
We're super excited to show this remake. We're going to do some of the bass sounds in it. Of course, all of these sounds are available in our brand new pack quest for bass. There still might be some pre-sale license available, so you guys can go check that out in the link description down below. That comes with 5 remake project files. It comes with 250 serum presets and a ton of samples, loops, a ton of extra vocal stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to check that out, go click the link in the description down below. Then come back, finish the video, because we're going to be going over some super fat nugs of Notch.
Oh, dude, we're going to get fatty with it.
And then, of course, I think we're going to give away a preset today, so link will be in the download description. Are you in a good space, dude?
I'm in a great space, dude.
I don't know if I am.
You're not.
Whoa.
What does he say, or what does she say?
We are in a good space now.
All up in your face now.
All in your face now.
Whose face? Is it your face or my face?
Probably, yeah.
That's probably your face.
I think if you're in a good space, you're the one that's exfoliating the other person's face.
Yes, I think so, too.
There's a lot of innuendos in this song. A lot of...
What does it mean?
What does she mean?
Does it
Good
mean,
space?
Does it mean you're washing your face?
All up on your face now?
Soap?
That's she.
CeraVe?
Yeah.
Some
type
lotion?
of foamy material. Anyway, let's go ahead and play the remix. Sounds a little something like this.
Bump that, you fit. Bump that. Bump that.
So simple, so good. So first we're going to talk about the 808, okay? So the 808 is bumping. It's really simple. We're going to show you how to remake it really quick. The main sound we're going to be going through is this sort of sound. If you didn't see our You're FMing All Wrong video, definitely go check that out, because this is definitely going over some of those techniques in it. But this sound is so simple. It's just like, it's more like harmonics. Like,
yeah.
It's just very nice, subtle sound. Little honky, if you know what I'm saying. And then of course it's layered with the main sound, which is kind of like, and we're going to talk about all the layering going on in a second. And then the 808 with some of the noise too. I'm going to show you guys that. So first, listen to the drums. The drums are just insane. You could just listen to this as just the drums and it would sound insane. Well, maybe not that part. Here. They're so musical.
Dude, the snare is so sick.
Like,
dude, it sounds so great.
It's almost like making it like, I mean, I don't want to say this, but it's almost like a chord progression in the drums or something. You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't know what you mean on that one.
I don't know. It's just there's a lot of notes and tones and rhythms, and I don't know. It's just everything is complementing each
musical drums.
Very musical drums.
Yeah.
So first, let's talk about this 808. It sounds like this. Go ahead and put headphones on if you don't have them. It's very simple, but. I think he uses a lot of samples, but we go ahead and we remake everything here, of course. If you guys want to get this project file, we're going to talk about how to do that in just a second, too, in case you're wondering. But the 808 is actually fairly simple. Let's go ahead and open up just an initiated serum. Okay, so we're using analog BD sine. Okay, you're going to start with that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to create a pitch envelope with just an LFO1 here. Go ahead and set it to 18th triplets, right? That's the magic right here. You're going to put on the coarse pitch, and you're going to set that to 19, I believe. Give it a little curve like this. Okay, so it's adding a little bit of nice little bounce and punch to the actual kick. Another big thing about it is we have a little bit of filtering. This is kind of helping the actual kick sort of come out a little bit. Using an MG low 12 can be very useful in this. Settings your cutoff to 520, your resonance to 10, and your drive to 30 toots. Your fat all the way down, your mix all the way up. Make sure both A and the noise and the sub is going to go there too, but we're not using a sub because this is our sub. And then, of course, our key tracking. That's super important. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make a second envelope. It's going to look a little something like this. This is going to go on the actual envelope of the cutoff, just like so. Go ahead and bypass that and set that to 33. Brings that thump out, if you know what I'm saying. Thumping, right? Okay. Very helpful. The analog BD sign is nice because it has a little bit of harmonics. We're not really using too much of it right now because we're actually going to be using the noise oscillator to kind of give a little bit of upper harmonics. So go ahead and set it to AC hum, which I think is in organics right here, AC hum 1. I think it's the stock right off the bat. And then what we're going to do is we went ahead and put a little bit of a macro on it. So basically just set it to right here. This actual preset's in the pack, but right now it's set to 61. So if you want to match that, just turn the level up. But you could use a macro if you want to add more noise. It's just a tiny bit of noise. Just adds a little bit more harmonics. And what's interesting too is the filter that's moving is causing right here, you can see the tuner, it kind of pitches it just a slightly bit. If you look at a lot of Skrillex's 808s, they're never perfect. And I think that's because he uses a lot of samples, and I think the samples kind of vary.
Yeah.
But that's probably because of the filter. That's our guess. But that's pretty much it. There's nothing else on the actual track. There's no distortion. There's none of that. It's just using a good, solid, clean sine wave, pitch mod, and of course, a filter and a little bit of noise. What's interesting about that is that some of this sound, it's like a mix of the 808, but sometimes the bass comes in, and then sometimes there's a noise layer on top, and this noise layer sounds really, really good. And it's just a very, very heavy noise. It's mostly for the main bass that you hear, but if you look at the noise, it's just like an ARP circuit with, I think, a little bit of dimension. It's very, 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 very simple. And then some erosion on top of that. But that really helps when you have the main sort of bass sort of playing with it, along with the 808. And then in context, he's layering his everything so perfectly. He has the kind of womp, 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 womp with the main bass, and then he has the 808 sort of creating the bottom, and then he has just a little sizzle on top with the noise.
You know what's really cool that I learned through listening to this song, and something that I appreciate too, is how he synchronizes the kick and the 808.
Yeah.
So when the 808 pops through, when the kick doesn't hit,
Yeah.
it has the attack like it's another kick.
That's
you
a
know
good
what I'm saying?
point.
And his writing with this is really, really cool because I always try to do that when I'm doing hip hop, you know, but I don't really think about it when you're messing with the side chain.
Right.
Heavy side chain, but it also has attack. You know,
Yeah,
I would usually have two different subs.
Yeah, the kick isn't always landing on the 808. That's a good point. We should probably solo the kick and the 808 together and listen to this.
Yeah, you could do that whole thing.
So sometimes it lands on it, but not always.
Yeah.
Just when it really matters on like the very, very, what is the accents? Not the accents, or the downbeats and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought
great
that was
point.
really cool. I really appreciate the writing for that.
Yeah, definitely. So that's how you make the 808. And then lastly, we're going to go over this little synth right here. This is a really, really cool, I don't know, I just love this little fill synth. It's layered with the 808 as well in this portion, and also layered with the main bass. It only happens there that one time, but in this portion, this is my favorite. It's just the bum, dum, bum, bum. So nice.
It's so sick.
So let's go ahead and make this bass real quick. It's a pretty simple classic FM bass. But like I said, if you use some of the techniques from our, we've been FMing all wrong.
Fs, dude. All the Fs.
You'll kind of see what we're talking about. So let's go ahead and start off with a basic sine wave like so. We're going to go ahead and create our first envelope like this. Okay, it's going to be just sort of fast all the way down. The second envelope is just going to be looking like this, just sort of straight down. You can match all the decay settings right there. Let's go ahead and see how this is sounding just with a sine wave. Okay, just the envelope alone sometimes can change almost like the pitch modulation of the sine wave sometimes. Not really, but it just feels, you could do a lot with just a simple envelope is the point I'm trying to make. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to initiate oscillator B. We're going to go ahead and set that to also to a sine wave. We're going to set the octave to +2. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put a macro on the semitone because this is kind of a cool little trick that you can do. And we're going to set the level to 78%. Very, very nice. Just those two sine waves together sound so sick.
Yeah.
But we're going to use FM here. We're going to go ahead and FM from B, and we're going to set that to 26%. Very, very nice tone together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and apply a MG low filter like so. And we're going to apply this envelope on the cutoff. Make sure the cutoff, it's just going to go on the A. This is kind of interesting. We're just using A, okay? We're not going through A to B. This is also, we're getting out of the habit of just always doing the same thing. We'll always click on all the lights. Everything goes to the same filter. No, we're going to go ahead and bypass B from this first filter because this first filter is going to give us kind of our punch. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And we're going to apply envelope 2 to that cutoff at 249, and we're going to go ahead and set that to 38. And then on the drive as well, and go ahead and set that to 20. Match the fatness to 16, resonance to 10, mix all the way up. Just a little extra punch on there. If I put both of them in there, nice, but I want it more subtle. I just want that harmonics just slow, just barely there. Let's hear how it's sounding in context. Let me turn off the other one. Getting there. Now we just got to really just sort of bring it out. You can add some really, really cool stuff. We went ahead and applied a macro to the semitone, and we go ahead and put that at 48. And then the semitone is set to 29, so it's not actually at 0. It's probably around like 3 or 4, but you can kind of mess with this, like... And you can get some interesting different tones from that sine wave. You want to make sure it's in tune, of course. But that's kind of a big thing that kind of is what's cool is what's happening with the 2 sine waves that are in different pitches to kind of create this interesting sort of harmonic characteristic of the sound.
Yeah, it's a cool alteration, too, if you were doing like an A-B on a drop or even a completely new drop 2, which is similar. It's like a callback to drop 1, but it's like a different pitch.
Yeah,
it's
usually
really cool.
Like +3, +5, or +7 is pretty much like go-to to make it sound somewhat in the same key.
Yeah.
But sometimes like that's not a rule. Like just mess around with the semitones and see if you get a weird tone. And who cares if the MIDI is like not in the scale? Like sometimes you got to use your ears.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the effects, it's pretty. It's more just sort of bringing out the characteristics that we already have. We have a little bit of hyperdimension with the mix at 36 on the right and the size at 21. The mix all the way down at 13. The detune at 25 and the rate at 40. This is just to give a little bit of spread. Chorus, again, sort of kind of doing some aliasing. I don't know. Is that what it's called? Alienating?
Yes. Well, aliasing is like, it's like taking away samples, like sample rate, you know?
And that's because a chorus is a really fast delay and you have different settings for each delay on the left and right. I think it's left and right, but delay 1 is 1.2, delay 2 is all the way down, rate is at 0.8, depth all the way up, feedback at 10, and low pass filter all the way up, and then the mix at 31. Kind of a little bit more like sort of metallic-y, but very, very short delay-y, which kind of creates sort of a metallic. I always say metallic, but that's what it does. Enhancing that more with a Combs filter, with the cutoff at 586, resonance at 23, drive at 16, damp all the way down. Now, we have this note on here.
That's so weird that the damp is all the way down for this kind of song.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? All on your face.
It's not.
Lotion.
It's not. Yeah, I guess it's a pretty
wet song. The damp should be 110%, dude.
Should we turn it up and see what happens?
Yeah, let's turn it up.
I mean, hold on. We got to compress it first. But the comb filter also has a note on it. So basically, we're setting the cutoff at 586, but we're having the note modulation on here. So whenever the note changes, it changes the cutoff with it, but only by a little bit because it's only set to 14. Let's add a filter right here, just a little bit of a low pass filter with a little bit of a notch like so. And then some reverb. We're not even compressing it yet. Geez. Short sort of reverb.
It's a nice space. It's a really good
it's
size.
Good space. I see what you did there. Did you mean to do that?
Yeah, you like that
no,
size?
You didn't.
Yeah,
you didn't.
I did.
All right, that was nice. Good space, dude. A little bit of drive and distortion, and then a little bit of compression. Well, actually, probably a lot of bit of compression because we had to tone it. These kind of sounds are really hard to compress and still have the characteristic because they're kind of, there's a lot of weird stuff going on when you're using sine waves and a lot of different distortion. And then now, of course, we're using comb filters. So it's hard to kind of get them to sound right.
Yeah.
But I recommend just dialing in the compression. Like the release is all the way up on this. So it's like basically never letting go of it. But because we want to go ahead and make it loud, but also have it still be present. And
you know how to compress, dude?
I do.
That was like the greatest explanation for release on a compressor. I'm serious.
I know how to use
that was
a compressor.
Awesome.
I don't even remember what I said. I blacked out.
You blacked out in the booth, dude.
Now let's listen to it. Cool, we're getting that tone. Now let's turn the dampness all the way. Let's make it super damp.
Let's get it moist.
Actually, not a bad choice. let's leave it. Fuck it, right? So
all on your face now,
on
dude.
my face. And then let's cut the low end and boost some of the harmonics over here. And let's hear what that sounds like now with the rest of everything. And we got the other one turned off, so we're just hearing it now with that and then the new 808 that we made. Let's hear it. Pretty simple, actually, guys. A lot of these sounds, of course, are made with a bunch of really cool FM techniques. And if you guys want to learn a lot more, please make sure you guys go and check out our brand new pack, Quest for Bass. It is in the link just in the description below if you still want to get a pre-sale copy. We did 1,000 copies. There still might be some available. You get 5 project files. You get 250 serum presets. And, of course, you get tons of samples. This will be uploaded on our Patreon, this project file. If you guys want to go ahead and grab that and support the channel, you guys can do that. But anyways, all of the sounds are already in Quest for Bass. You guys can go ahead and grab that. But this is how they're sort of being used in context, so I definitely recommend you guys do both if you haven't already. Make sure you guys like the video, comment down below if we should do the vocals.
Yes.
Should
Or
we do the vocal chops?
I mean, we should really tell him, dude, the big news.
Tell him big news. I have no idea what he's talking about. Tell him, yeah, maybe we should.
This is the last Skrillex video in the history of Excellent Sound.
I don't know why you're saying that, because that's definitely not true. But yeah, it might be.
I just wanted to start some drama, you know what I'm saying?
We got to stop on the Skrillex shit. But yeah, we got some more videos coming up. We wanted to get a remake out there. Look for 2024 is going to be a huge year for us. We got a lot of stuff planned. Make sure you guys are checking out all our social medias, Instagram, TikToks, all that stuff. We're going to have a bunch of new content up there for you very, very soon.
I'm so hyped on it, dude.
Yeah, we got a big year coming, bro.
Huge year.
Yeah, 2024 is going to be our year, dude.
Q1, dude.
Q1. Yeah, we're doing things
Cue
in
it up,
quarters, dude. Thank you guys to those who already bought Quest for Bass. We know you guys are loving it, so thank you so much. We worked so hard. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that quick little remake. We had a lot of fun remaking this for the pack, and we wanted to make sure that we went ahead and showed you guys how to do this. If you want to see the vocal chops, if you want to see a video on that, we have to get a special friend possibly to help us with that because he's smarter than us.
20,000 likes.
20,000 likes and we'll do it. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll probably end up doing it. We'll see how it's good.
That'll be the record for...
that one will be the last Skrillex video. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Like the video, subscribe. We are Excellent Sound. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Peace.
You give